when I tell you, look like agents are furious still. We are still going to get on agents. I know I was on Latinos, but we got to talk about everybody. Now, they are saying that in this video, Black Americans are still speaking out. Asian Americans are speaking out. And some Black people say, you know, them not going to Asian salons have nothing to do with the boycott. Some people are saying it absolutely have everything to do with the start of Rick Choy, the one that unalived that 14-year-old Black boy in the Black neighborhood. And some people are saying this is a blessing because now Black people can really support other Black people and get Black businesses up and running. What are your thoughts?
Let me say this. I stopped supporting Asian businesses, and I'm going to tell you why. It's not because I ever was mistreated, but let's start with the nail salon. You know, when I stopped getting my nails done at Asian-owned salons is when I went in there one day and I sat there and I looked around and I always saw the same demographic of people, white women and Black women. I never saw any Asian women in there getting their nails done. And my mind kept asking, why is there no Asian women ever in here getting their nails done? Then I start paying attention when I would go to the beauty supply. When I would go to an Asian-owned beauty supply, I would always see the same demographic of people, Black women or white women. And then my mind would be like, hold on, why ain't there ever any Asian people in here? Because at the beauty supply, they sell products for everybody. And my mind started wondering, was like, this is weird. And I'm going to tell you when it really clicked for me. I found a beauty supply up the street from my house. It's an African beauty supply. It's owned by a woman from Ghana, a Ghanaian woman. Every time I go into this woman's business, I see not only Black women, I see Ghanaian women. I see women from Ghana. And that's when my mind clicked. Hold on. Okay. That's why I stopped supporting, because it's weird to me that you own a business and people from your own community is not in there giving you their money.
An Asian woman raised in Black American culture and is also raising 2 Black children of my own. I would like to talk about this Rick Choy situation. And first off, I would like to send my condolences to Cyrus's family and parents. I am so sorry for your loss. Now, if y'all do not know about this Rick Choy situation, I do recommend for you to go look up information on your own. I have watched everything and gathered everything, and here are my thoughts on it. The justice system has failed. South Carolina justice system has failed, and they have failed Cyrus. Now, if you guys go watch the video, and if y'all don't know about the story, let me catch you up. The young boy, 14-year-old, went into a gas station to get some water. He was then accused by the gas station owners that he stole water. He left the store. The father, Rick Choy, and his son had proceeded to go out of the store to follow the young boy and shot him in his back. Rick Choy is recently found not guilty, and it was self-defense. I don't know about y'all, but getting shot in your back, how is that self-defense? How is that self-defense? There was no witnesses as far as the shooting. So the information that they presented to the court was that Cyrus had a gun on him, and supposedly he pulled it out and Rick Choy shot him in the back as self-defense. But how do you get shot in the back if you're turning around? It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up. Now the problem here is Rick Choy is found not guilty, right? Because of self-defense. And the thing is, in court, they are not allowed to bring up old cases. This isn't the first time that Rick Choy has shot somebody. This is the third time. But in court with the justice system, they are not allowed to bring up his previous information for the jury to have an idea of what kind of man Rick Choy is. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I've been raised in hood. My corner gas station in Capitol Heights, we got boosters all the time. We got people stealing all the time. The owner is not running out after the boosters to shoot them. The correct way to go is take a picture on the surveillance, posted up. This kid is wanted for shoplifting, isn't allowed to come here, call the police. But to actually run out of a store with a gun to shoot a child over a bottle of water is insane. Now, I know a lot of Asians that are racist against black people. I know that firsthand myself, living life, but that doesn't mean all Asian people are racist. Now, when it comes to this Rick Choy situation, I feel like it's deeper than racism. That man got a trigger finger. He's trigger happy. He shot twice and got away with it for pleading self-defense. So the fact that he got away with shooting people twice, he's getting away with the third time, that's dangerous. That's dangerous. He's trigger happy. If you don't know anything about killers, once they get away with one thing, they just gonna keep doing it. Now, I also saw a video of Cyrus's mother breaking down for the injustice of her son and her crying how people are leaving nasty racist comments under her videos about her son, or how he deserved to die, and all these racist comments. See, the thing is, y'all people on the internet is way too comfortable. Y'all way too comfortable to say anything out of your mouth. Y'all just way too comfortable on the internet, and it's just pure ignorance. This lady just lost her child. He's never coming back. He's a 14-year-old boy. Black people are saying they want to boycott all Asian businesses. I get it. Do what you feel like you need to do. But once again, not all Asian people are racist, are bad people. There are good people and bad people in this world, regardless of what race you are. And when it comes to Rick Choy, I feel like it is way deeper than racism. That man got away with way too much shit, and he is comfortable, and he knows that he's gonna win if he get a good lawyer. And that's exactly what happened, and that's exactly what we're in an uproar about, is the fact that we couldn't bring any of his past to the courtroom to prove that this man is a cold-blooded killer. That's my thought on this whole situation. Once again, my condolences to Cyrus's family. I don't think this is a fair verdict, and please be a kind human. Have some sympathy. Have a heart. Be kind. Because when you die and it's time for Judgment Day, remember, what kind of human were you?
The audacity, the level of entitlement to think that you can dictate how someone else decides to spend their money. There's still a mental ownership that other races of people wish to maintain over us. We're expected to rally in the streets for everyone's causes. We're expected to vote a certain way. We're expected to spend our money with certain people. And if we don't do those things, apparently we're racist, or we're not a POC ally, as if everything that we've done in this country hasn't laid the groundwork for everyone else to come here and have any semblance of success. I just need people to remember that Black people are not anyone's slaves, physically or mentally.
So a ticking time bomb that I feel like not a lot of people know about is the fact that most of your favorite local Chinese restaurants that are being owned by like Chinese immigrants are probably not going to be around within the next 10 to 15 years. And this is because, for context, my parents own a Chinese restaurant, and basically all of our friends and family in our like community also own their own Chinese restaurants. So, you know.
It's the pomposity for me. I think it's very telling that lots of Black Americans are getting upset because other people are talking about their Asian boycott, and like we're documenting it all. We are going to continuously talk about the racism that is in the Black American community, because it's very important for all of us to have a general understanding between all of our communities. Asians, Latino, Indigenous American, Black people, white, etc. We have to be honest about these conversations. Now, let me address what you actually said in the comment. So we are going to be next. Black Americans are going to target the entire Latino community. I think this is weird on the issue of optics, especially if you study economics or have any basic understanding of statistics. You are comparing a minor ethnicity of the United States, Black Americans. You're saying that they have so much grand influence, to have such a economic drive to affect the grand population of the Latino community. So that means the entirety of Brazil, Mexico, the Latinos that live here inside the United States. And if we were to expand that rhetoric out and say Hispanics as well, or Latinos in general, Portuguese speakers, Spanish speakers, French speakers, that would include probably like the global community of those same speakers. So you're talking about like billions of people, and that's billions. So if you would like to do the math on that specific issue, try it.
So the racism is only towards some Asians. The Asian hate continues to spread while holding on to the Asian-owned companies to provide the clothes, the shoes, the purses, the electronics, the gadgets. How convenient. Being racist to less Asians does not make it any less racist. Out here targeting businesses just because they're Asian-owned, whether they did something to you or not. Emphasis on not, because that's racial profiling. That is racism. Like I said in my previous video, if a business is racist, by all means, yes, they need to be dealt with accordingly. You judge someone based on their character, not by their race, because no one wants to be profiled, no one wants to be followed around, no one wants to be treated like a thief just because the store owner has dealt with theft. That is wrong, and that is racism. You see where I'm going with this? No one wants to be profiled and lumped into the same category and punished just because of someone else's shit.
Go.
What do you want?
This is no more. No,
Yeah, I'm looking up trying to get a t-shirt, and why are you in my face? Oh, you want some hurry up and buy shit? Huh? Alright, so get the fuck away from me.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Why are people upset that black people are boycotting Asian businesses? No shade, they putting these businesses in our neighborhood and we no longer want to shop at them no more, because it's like every time we go in there, it's like racist, anti-black, they think we stealing, they walking behind us, but they're not doing that to other races of people who go into their shops. So we don't want to be in there because we don't want to be discriminated against. And people are upset. Y'all can go there then. Y'all go shop. We not saying nobody. We're just not doing it because it's not like no shade. The fuck? No.
Okay.
What I know.
In that whole video, she somehow missed the people. The type of people supporting the business. The money. Right? Why are the people not coming into these businesses? And it's not just simply the economy. It is the behavior. And there's nothing personal towards anybody losing their business or anybody in a certain type of business. It's not to just simply take away from them, but at some point people got to realize that the people make your business. It's the same thing as these content creators that get online and act a fool, and then all of a sudden they're surprised that they are no longer supported by other people. Many people in the Chinese community has demonized the same people that they ask for money on a daily basis. And it is absolutely wild, forgetting that these people are the reason why their businesses have stayed open from generation after generation after generation.
My only problem with ICE is that they're going after every minority group except black people. I mean, you're trying to reduce crime. You can just give them more room to breathe. But I understand, can you imagine the shape you have to be in to deport black people?
We should all stop supporting Asian-owned businesses, is what I would say if I was fucking stupid.
Have we ever seen an Asian in the soul food spot en masse? Have we ever seen Asians supporting black American businesses en masse? Let me know, maybe I'm going crazy.
As much as my heart goes out to the Rick Choy case, you can't blame a whole community for one isolated incident.
Your heart doesn't really go out to what happened because you didn't make a video about what happened. You're making a video about the response to what happened, right? So which means you don't really care about what happened, but going after the response instead of the action.
And for all those that say that they're going to stop supporting Asian businesses, the clothes on your back probably came from China.
It's weird to me.
The boycott on Asian stores by Black African community or by a part of the Black African community is a fake outrage. I'm going to explain to you why that is. Now, first of all, I want to say to everybody that most of the Black African community do not agree with this kind of ghetto behavior. In fact, those are the real victims. These loudmouths are not the victims. These loudmouths are the cause of all these things that is happening. Let me explain this. Over a weekend, the holiday weekend, 8 people lost their lives in Chicago, all through gun violence. Guess what skin color? Including a 14-year-old. Guess what skin color? There's no outrage. This boy had the exact same age as the other boy from the Asian store. And there's no outrage. No, in fact, these people will buy the same songs from these exact gang members that did this to glorify more criminal behavior, to brainwash their children into becoming gang members, to teach their children how to sag your pants, showing your ass in public. That is what they're doing. You think they care about their children? If they care about children, they would tell their children to pull their pants up and go to school instead of putting it down and do some drill rap about crimes and taking lives of others, pushing dope on others, twerking in front of your babies. And again, most of the black community isn't like this. But unfortunately, as I keep saying it, they are the ones who are too silent. And the loudmouths is ruining their reputation. And that is something to think about. All this outrage don't come to, they are so disrespectful. Oh, we need to boycott. Oh, our kid. Your kid was walking into a store without money, and I've seen the video, allegedly trying to steal with a gun in his pocket. And when he branded his gun, that is when he got shot. If his parents would have taught him properly, and if his community, your community, would have guided him properly, none of this would have happened.
I might get canceled for this, but I don't really care because I don't have a LinkedIn for you to find me. This message is for all the large Asian creators that support Asian businesses being boycotted. Now we're all catching strays for Rick Choy. Like the discourse I've seen of Asian creators saying that we deserve to get boycotted are the same creators that attended those rallies and have continuously spoken up about Stop Asian Hate. Like, did you guys really care about what was happening, or did you use that as an opportunity to gain clout and followers? Because what I'm seeing is the same creators that use our rally and many other Stop Asian Hate rallies are now saying boycott Asian businesses as if they were not key players in the Stop Asian Hate movement. So yeah, fuck all y'all, because I see right through your bullshit.
I don't care what race you are, you cannot police one community on how they should spend their dollars and who they should spend their dollars with. Now, with that being said, it seemed like these Asian businesses, this Asian relationship in Black American communities is very predatory and it's not transactional, because if you go to a Koreatown, if you go to a Japanese town, if you go to a Chinatown, there's no Black American businesses in those areas or that community. And we could go on in any other community, a Ethiopian district, a African town. They have African towns. There is no Black American businesses in none of these sections, right? But you have their businesses all throughout Black American communities. So once again, this seems like a very predatory relationship. She goes on to say, well, you know, these businesses was the ones that funded to stop the Asian hate movement. No, indirectly, whether Black Americans was out there protesting side by side with Asians or not, your Black American dollars funded this stop the Asian hate movement. Yeah, because that's where they got the money from. Remember, their businesses is in Black American communities, but Black American businesses are not in their communities or any other body's communities. So for you to sit up here and try to indirectly say, well, you know, people saying they're not going to support Asian businesses. No, that's not what they're saying. They're saying that they're not going to support Asian businesses in Black American communities. And plus, all the products they have in the Black American communities is poison, right? You're not setting up no Whole Foods or Trader Joe's in Black American communities. You're selling fried chicken. If I want to get a heart attack or high cholesterol, I'd rather buy my fried chicken from a Black American person. I'm sorry, that's who originated it, right? If I want to buy some liquor, some hen dog, I'd rather buy the poison from the Black American. So it's not like they're providing any health equity in the Black community. All this stuff is poison, right? But yeah, once again, you can't police how one community spends their dollars. And if they don't want to shop with you, they don't have to shop with you, right? And this is not a transactional relationship. This seems predatory.
Asian folks, do you know why Black folks are cutting you off? Here's a brief history lesson. Asian folks were discriminated against just like black folks. Y'all were kinfolk for a bit. And then you were restricted to being able to open up different shops that were considered undesirable, like laundromats. Now, black folks could have opened those things up, but they knew that that was your limit. Then somewhere along the line, you became the favored minority. Because after the wars, we had plenty of half-Asian babies, and you looked close enough. And when you socially rose up by the graces of those that bestowed it upon you, you just left black folks alone. But what was the catalyst here? It was the fact that it was an Asian dude that's already apparently killed 2 other people. Got off with barely a tch on the wrist. And y'all ain't doing jack. Black folks have stood with you since the beginning of time, and they're about to show you how much they've impacted your life. It's not that you couldn't be replaced. It's that they were too polite to. And y'all just kept silent. Not doing a damn thing, even defending the dude. Really. So at this point, you get what you're going to get. Black-owned businesses are going to thrive. And you've seen so many black folks telling you, like, we could have replaced you a long time ago. Now you're about to see it. You're about to get humbled. Just like racist white people, they're about to get humbled. They're about to get humbled. Whether you believe it or not, I love all of you. And as always, stay amazing. Or be amazing. Your choice. Or it could be one of those people that's like, don't leave me. Me too.
And to all them Asian businesses who saying that the black people boycott won't do shit to your business, bitch, I hope y'all ready for them $300-$400 orders that y'all restaurants finna be getting. Because you know what? The nigga with the hat, he just proved my point that Asians in America, they care more about white proximity than the Hispanics do. Did y'all hear him say they don't need our money because they're in the white neighborhoods. They have Chinatowns. They have their own areas. Baby, them white folks don't like y'all. They don't even respect y'all. Y'all ain't outworking us. Y'all have more opportunities than us. Bold of you to say that we should just go to the bank and get a loan and start a business, like we can just do that. Like we can just go do that like y'all can. It's okay, baby. It's okay, because I'm calling 6 restaurants today and I ain't picking up none of that shit.
Now, I came across this video on my timeline and I wanted to share it with y'all because this is another example of these Asians playing in y'all face. And I'm going to say y'all because I told you I don't even patronize their shit. But he says that he loves when black people say they going to boycott their businesses because, long story short, he don't need the money. He said they got plenty of customers. They don't even need black people money. He goes on to say that we should be embarrassed because we have immigrants outworking us. So the next time y'all enter one of their establishments, I just want this to stay fresh in y'all mind.
I love when the black community says, let's boycott Asian businesses. Please do. We'll get rid of the Chinese takeout, the dry cleaners, the laundromats. Let's get rid of the liquor stores as well. Get rid of the Jordans you guys wear, the Nikes you wear, the shower caps, the Hondas, the Hyundais, all your car electricians, the electronics in your house, the Sony, the TV system, your sound system, the microphones that you guys use to rap and speak about awareness for the black culture and the hip hop culture. Where do you think that's made? That's made all in Asia. And here's another thing for you guys. You guys want us to leave the neighborhood so bad? Oh, Asian people are not neighborhoods? We're in white neighborhoods. We have our own Chinatown. We have our own Koreatown. You think we really need you guys to benefit off and make money? A lot of us do go to college as well. You're being outworked by immigrants who barely speak English. And you're not embarrassed? Go to the bank, start your own businesses, and deal with your own people. I want to see your own women get on their hands and knees and do pedicures and manicures and deal with nasty ass attitudes, okay? Please, boycott Asian business. I'm all for it.
So he pretty much calling y'all bluff. Put them out of business and let them go set up shop in the neighborhoods of the people that they respect. So that way, them folks can make them rich instead of us.